Hi there and welcome to this video review of the Lupo Kickasspanel full colour small LED video light. Now Lupo were kind enough to send me a unit for the purpose of this review, but they're not paying me in any way and the thoughts and opinions expressed are entirely my own. Now with that being said, let's jump on into the video. Now as you can see, the light itself is a small form factor LED light, but what it does do is it packs in a lot of functions and features in a pretty small package. In terms of actual weight, it's about 530 grams without a battery, so that comes in about 1.1 pounds. It's small enough to throw in a kit bag. It's really designed as a run and gun style light. Now the light has a number of different modes. The first one being the CCT mode, which is the correlated color temperature. And essentially what this is full control over the light from 2800 Kelvin to 10,000 Kelvin. So all the way from a very warm light to a very cool light. And obviously with being able to change the color temperature, you can also change the brightness. You do this in 1% increments all the way from 0 to 100%. And interestingly, on this light, which I haven't seen on a light of this size or of this price point, is the ability to change the green magenta shift. So you can really dial in exactly how you want that light to look. And that's useful for when you're lighting skin tones. Someone's maybe looking a little bit green, you can shift it to that magenta side a little bit and just balance them out. So that level of control on a light of this size is really impressive. So obviously being an RGB light, this has full HSL, hue, saturation and luminosity controls. And that allows you to change the hue, the color of the light in full 360, so all the colors of the visible spectrum, the saturation of those particular colors, and obviously the luminance, so the brightness of each one of those colors. Now, as well as the HSL function mode, it also has RGBW mode. And what this is full control of the individual channels, so the red, the green, the blue, and the white. And you can dial in particular RGB settings so you can get the light looking exactly the color that you want to. And the final mode that the light has is a presets and effects mode. So it has a number of preset effects in there, things like police cars, lightning, paparazzi, disco lights, televisions. And these are all useful, especially for sort of indie filmmakers. If you want to simulate these type of things with lights, it's really handy to have those built in. Now for me personally, what I find more useful than the effects is the presets. And what that is a number of colors that are already dialed in and set into the light. So rather than mixing yourself through the HSL controls, you can just go straight to those colors, select them, and the light is good to go. So in terms of construction and build quality, the light is really well made. It's made of a hard plastic, very durable, feels very solid and very rugged. It's got a number of ventilation ports cut into it. So it is passively cooled. There's no fan in this thing, so you're not going to be worrying about noise. However, if you're using it in an outdoor environment, a lot of it is quite exposed. So if there's any rain, you might want to be very careful when using this light. In terms of ease of use and operation, the light on the whole is pretty good. I had a few small niggles with the menu system. It wasn't the most intuitive, and I found that when I first took it out of the box, it took me probably 5 or 10 minutes to actually learn how to operate and move around the different menu options within the light. You're obviously getting a lot of functionality built into this light, and there's only 3 buttons there to operate it. It's not a deal breaker by any stretch, but it is something that you want to bear in mind. You'll just want to spend 5 or 10 minutes getting used to the menu structure and how the light operates before you're using it in a real live environment. In terms of power, you've got 3 options with this light. First is good old Sony MPF batteries, so the industry standard. You've also got a USB-C port in there, so you can run it off power banks. And then also you've got a connector for a D-tap, so you can run it off V-mounts as well if you want to do that. In terms of mounting options, the panel has 3 ⅛ threads located around the panel, so you've got various different mounting options. And also included in the box is a diffuser panel, which screws into the side of the panel pretty quickly with 2 included screws. So overall, I've been really impressed with the Lupo Kickasspanel full color LED video light. In terms of the size and the price point that it's positioned at, I don't think you're going to find a light with more features than this. The fact that you've got that full control from 2800 to 10,000 Kelvin in the CCT mode, the green magenta shift control as well, the HSL and the RGBW mode, the effects and the presets really make this a fully featured LED video light. Hopefully you found that useful. If you've got any questions or comments about the Lupo Kickasspanel full color, drop them below. I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.